What? Yeah, you want more?
Yeah, I do want more.
Logic is cool. It's like it's how you code computers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that kind of thing. But yeah, it's all just based on if then, if and only if, or an and not. That's it. That's the whole thing. Just 5 little things there.
It's like counting in shapes.
Counting in shapes. Thinking in
Triangle plus square equals 4.
smelling in color.
Smelling and color.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's great. What do you want to know?
Seeing and feeling. Those subcategories of logic.
Yeah.
And like that. What was the first one that we were talking about?
Okay. Yeah, instead of just listing things, I could explain them.
Yeah.
Okay, so propositional logic. Let's go with that. No, let's not. That's boring. Let's go with predicate logic. That's a little bit more advanced. It's like things can have properties, and it sucks not having a whiteboard. But so you would take all those 5 traditional connectors, logical connectors or connectives, and then you would also be able to think
Which are
if then, if and only if, or, and not. And that's basically everything you would ever need to say or want to say in the entire world, which is pretty interesting. But then you'd say things like if P then Q. In predicate logic, you can say P has this. So it's like P is a brother of X. So you can say a lot. So that's basically the basis. And then it shoots off from there. And you can then start saying things about necessity, which is modal logic, necessity, possibility, and contingency. And then on top of that, you can do things like temporal logic. You can speak about things being past, present, future, earlier than or later than. And then you can keep going from there. There's like Deontic Logic, which is the logic of belief. It's super fascinating. And I was
the logic of belief.
Yeah.
So
I'm sorry. Deontic logic would be... No, I'm sorry. Epistemic logic would be the logic of belief and knowledge. But deontic logic would be the... basically the logic of obligation, moral obligation, and permissibility. And that's super interesting.
What is the definition of logic?
People ask that a lot. What's the definition of
Dude,
philosophy?
just
What's the
Google
what's
what
the
Google's definition of logic is, John.
I guess it would be, what is the structure of reasoning and argument?
So in any reasoning or argument, you're going to use one of those 5. What are those? What'd you call them? The 5 principles or the 5 pinnacles or what the fuck? The 5 penises?
The 5 penises? That's exactly what it is, correct.
That's the 5 penises? Why can't you have 5 penises?
Oh, but you can.
Reasoning conducted or assessed according to strict principles of validity.
Validity?
What's
validity then? You need to know the definition of validity to know the definition of logic then.
So there's a huge definition, and then you got to get into meta logic. So you have to make your logic consistent and to make it...
That's what you're breaking logic down into compartments. You're compartmentalizing logic into 100 and how many categories?
That was just a fake number I made up.
Oh.
There's a lot. There's a lot. A lot of different
So basically it's a lot of
subcategories.
math and absolutes.